Hi, I'm Sean Hessimer, and this is Small Biz in 15, the show where we bring you small business success in 15 minutes or less. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the show. And please listen to the end of this video for our exclusive Small Biz Tip in 15 seconds or less. Recently, Small Biz in 15 on location traveled to Austin, Texas for Zoho Day 2022 to learn more about customer relationship management and how this software can help small businesses reach the next level. First, we talked to Dilip Nagarajan, product manager of Zoho CRM, about what CRM does and why your business needs it.
So when a small business owner says to you, what is CRM anyway? And what does it do? Why do I need it? What would your answer be?
Okay, as far as the small business users, probably I would say that, okay, how do you increase the productivity of what you're actually doing? You forget about software, all those things. That is some mean that it actually enhances your productivity and it increases the value add that you're giving to the customer. So if something that gives that, then you call it that's it. So how do you increase your productivity? There are so many other ways, so many ways. So whether the software provides that or procedures which actually provides that doesn't matter. So in case of you getting into the software, it's something like, so some mundane activities are there. So how do you reduce the human interventions to automate a few things where if the stay or the relationship can be much, much better. So probably I will put it that way.
And if a small business owner says, the thing is, I'm worried about adding another technical, thing that I got to worry about, software, if it is software, CRM programs aren't that hard to manage, are they? For the average person, they're not a terribly technical thing.
Right. So we can tell them that, okay, anyway, most of the SPs will be using Excel sheet for their day out activities or their list of customers. That's the software anyway. So how do you manifest that sheet into a system is what really matters. So how easily they can adapt is what that's the challenge. And we can definitely tell them that manifestation, if it will happen in no time and they don't have any learning curve at all, they can just go inside there, just see what the pipeline is and want to whom they have to contact with. All these things are in simple terms. They do not crash their head or, dig deep into what they have to do. So it has to be so simple as they are using sheet. So that's the case. That's the way to go. So that's the purpose of CRM by itself, especially for SMBs. They have to feel so lighter. At the same time, they have to feel so empowered.
Next, we spoke with Vibhav Vankayala, head of product marketing for Zoho CRM, about how CRM helps your business manage customers while you scale.
How does CRM help you manage your relationship with your customers? I mean, it's one thing to say it, but how does it do it?
Right. So, first thing is, when you're a really small business and you have 10 customers, it's good. You know their names. But when you grow 50, 100, 200, you can't remember everybody. And second, the overall efficiency of how you have to do it. One is obviously getting to remember all customers. Second, knowing who wants what at what time. It's more like having 200 butlers for 200 of those customers. So, and that's what is there outside. So underneath there's obviously a whole lot of work going on. So what are these customers' preferences? What do they like? When do they want you to reach them? What are the products that they wish? All that is where the real automation happens. Right? In fact, having the ability to land an email at a time that is best for the customer and individually for each of them. So those are some of the points which don't come out very obviously to any small business. It's not exactly obvious in the first step, but once you start taking a few steps, once you start exploring, and soon it will feel like, good God, what will I do without CRM?
Well, I want to drill down into that because especially for small businesses, maybe as small as a solopreneur or something, the alternative is, keeping track of all your customers, remembering all this, keeping it all down, and then maybe they're in different time zones and they're different whatever. When are you sending an email? Did you remember to send an email to that guy? Did you remember to get back in touch with him in a month when he told you to get back in touch? How does CRM smooth this out specifically? Like, imagine I have 200 customers in 3 different time zones. CRM, I can program the system to keep track of these guys. How?
All right. So, first thing is, if the action is initiated by you as a business owner, like there's a Black Friday sale coming up, and this is what we've got. So, number one, you have the ability, let's say 3 different time zones or 3 different countries. So, the product catalog on the UK mailer is going to be different from that of possibly the US mailer. Not just times, we're looking at different kinds of content, which is automated to go out at those respective times. There's another angle to it, where can this action be initiated by a previous customer action? If they've gone onto your website, now is the right time to trigger that email. Or now is the right time to possibly, and if they've spent more than a few minutes on your website, what are you waiting for? Just ask your chat agent should ideally hit them up. You've been on our site for a few minutes, 5 minutes. We don't want to annoy them either, but you've been here for 5 minutes. Maybe you're not finding what you're looking for. Can I help you? Now, otherwise, this entire journey would be completely opaque to the business owner. So that's an example of, especially with digital businesses.
You said something interesting there that I just thought about, which is if the relationship is actually initiated by the business owner, but really it could also be initiated by the customer. It also could be based on what they look at or whether they ask for something or something like that. Can you talk a little bit about that, about how CRM helps you with the relationship that the customer wants to initiate?
Okay. So again, that boils down to the ultimate, really basic foundation of CRM. And any customer, you give the customer what they want. Now, do you understand what they want when they tell you is one thing? Before they tell you is the second one, right? Like for example, a mother always knows what the child wants. Everybody feels okay that kid is crying, but it's okay. I know it, he's hungry, right? So I think a great small business owner would always empathize with that. They know what their customer wants. And when you get that and understand that intent, you process it and then you deliver on it. So it could be simple signals like, and they don't spending a few minutes on your website, or maybe they would have dialed your toll-free number. They would have gone to your pricing page specifically, or maybe added something specific into the cart and left it. Now, all these actions, each of them says something. Now, one is getting to understand what each of those actions say. And second, can you make a preemptive move? Can you do it before they ask for it? And when you do that, they're not going to look at any competition because nobody knows them better than you do. So why would customers get pushed away then?
And now it's time for our small biz tip in 15 seconds or less. Automate your customer relations with CRM software. You'll save time and money as your list of customers grows. Thanks again to Zoho Corporation, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And please leave a comment to let us know what topics you'd like to see covered in future episodes. For more small business news and tips, join us at smallbiztrends.com.